Hi, this is Steve King.
And I'm Johnnie Putman.
This time on our video road test, we take a look at the 2019 Mazda CX-3.
Specifically, the Mazda CX-3 Grand Touring with all-wheel drive. This Mazda CX-3 finds itself in the oh-so-popular small crossover vehicle category. Others in this category include the Toyota CHR, Hyundai Kona, Honda HR-V, and the Buick Encore.
Under the hood, you'll find Mazda's 2-liter 4-cylinder engine. It puts out 148 horsepower, and it's mated to a 6-speed automatic transmission.
The Mazda might not give you the greatest cargo capability, but flip down those 60/40 rear seats, and it's pretty impressive.
Our first impression of the CX-3's interior is that it has a really nice high-end look.
If the people in the front seat are tall, you don't want to be relegated to the back seat. There's so little legroom, and the way the roofline slopes, it really does cut in on your headroom too.
When you start the CX-3, the heads-up display greets you. It's easy to read, and if you're wearing sunglasses, the display won't fade out. And when you turn the Mazda CX-3 off, the display goes away.
Standard on the Grand Touring are the perforated leather seats, and the interior fits and finishes are exceptional, as is the quality of materials with a nice soft touch on the dash.
The Mazda's gauges are big and easy to read, and the redundant steering wheel controls are easy to operate.
The center console on the Mazda looks good, and it's laid out well, unless you need a second cup holder. It's basically inaccessible if you have your center armrest down. As you move up on the console, you find what's called the Commander Control knob, and that's how you control the Mazda Connect infotainment center. There's your parking brake, a legitimate sport mode. You come up on 3 easy-to-access climate control knobs, and since it is a Grand Touring, we have standard heated front seats, a heated steering wheel, and it all ends with a 7-inch good-looking color pop-up screen.
The Mazda's rear camera is big, easy to read, and we found quite accurate when you're backing into a parking space.
The M on the Mazda shifter indicates the 6-speed automatic transmission also has manual capability.
Not surprisingly, the Mazda is loaded with safety features including blind spot monitoring, lane departure warning, traffic sign recognition, and a whole lot more. The low-end torque of this Mazda's 4-cylinder engine makes merging onto an expressway a lot easier than I thought it would be.
It's a crispy, cold day, but it's still rather unusual that the passenger side windows are completely fogged up.
Unfortunately, like far too many vehicles these days, the visor extension on the Mazda is pretty useless if you're a tall passenger or driver.
Overall, visibility in the Mazda is quite good, especially because you can flip down the rear headrest, and you have a neat little window that is right there in the C-pillar.
I'm a little surprised at how well the Mazda takes expressway driving. Surprised because, frankly, on normal city streets, this is a really bumpy ride. And I thought that we would feel those bumps on the expressways, and for whatever reason, they're not as prominent.
Yes, this four-cylinder engine is more than adequate once you get up to expressway speeds. But if you have to really put your foot in it to get past someone or just get out of your own way, yeah, you can hear it working hard.
One of the yardsticks we always use in evaluating any vehicle is, could we take it on a long trip? With the amount of wind and road noise that comes through this Mazda, it's really kind of fatiguing, and I don't think a long trip would be a whole lot of fun. Overall handling in this Mazda is okay. I say okay because I expected it to be a little more precise and was surprised when it wasn't.
This Mazda all-wheel drive has a gas mileage rating of 27 in the city, 32 on the highway, and a combined gas mileage of 29.
So, after spending a week with the 2019 Mazda CX-3 Grand Touring all-wheel drive crossover, what do we think? Well, I've always been a fan of Mazda's vehicles. But honestly, the week we spent with the CX-3 left me wanting more and left me looking over my shoulder at what some of the competition offers.
But when it comes to styling, the Mazda CX-3 really looks good. When you open the doors, it actually oozes luxury. For an around-town car, yeah, I could see this. And especially if you're dealing with a small family or if it's just a single person, that's great. But once you decide you're going to take it on a long trip, you might think twice about that. And again, you might find yourself looking to the competition. As we're driving it, this 2019 Mazda CX-3 Grand Touring with all-wheel drive stickers at $29,625.
For more information, check out what our friends from Consumer Guide Automotive have to say at cgdailydrive.com.